We often hear that pride is a bad thing. We often hear that. You don't want to be too proud. You don't want to be too full of yourself. And there's a lot of truth in that. We don't want to be too proud. We don't want to walk around acting like we're better than everybody else. Yet pride is important. Pride in knowing that we've done a good job, knowing that the work we've done has made a difference in the lives of others. We should be proud of what we do, but we have to be careful in how much pride that we carry. One of the ways that pride can really mess us up, and I'm sure that you've seen this in your world, is when people are so proud that they cannot admit that they might have messed up. Where I come from, I call it wearing the egg on your face. If you mess up, you fess up. It's accountability, right? Hopefully, as adults, we have the ability to own up to our mess ups. When we fall on our face, when we mess up, we should be able to say that. I know a whole lot of people don't have the ability to do that. And in fact, I was one of those people for quite some time. I'm not afraid to admit it. My husband just got done celebrating his birthday. He turned 38 on July 18th. And for as long as I've been with him, he's been somebody who is very much into celebrating his own birthday. For a long time, I was somebody who was like, my birthday? Why do I want to celebrate that? What a bunch of bullshit. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. My birthday, my birthday. It always perplexed me when he would celebrate his birthday because I just felt like it was almost self indulgent. You know, it didn't make sense to me because I saw my birthday as not a great thing to experience. And as I matured and had more birthdays and realized the older we get, the more privilege we have in terms of aging and having our years with our loved ones, I did see my birthday as a celebration, and I've shifted. Right? I didn't stay with that old, worn out opinion. I shifted. I changed. I learned from those around me. I learned that the views I had and the opinions I held, and perhaps even the biases I had, they weren't healthy for me. So I don't have a problem at all saying, I was wrong around the idea of birthdays and admitting to other people that they were right. That's easier to do when the people that we're interacting with have grace. So, always try to be that person that can fess up when they might have messed up, wear the egg on their face. But also, when people come to you, have grace for them. If somebody comes to you and says, hey, listen, I was wrong, or, anything, if somebody that you're in relationship with, friendship, family, romance, anything, comes to you and says, hey, listen, I messed up, give that person grace. The last thing that you want to do is stand in a place of righteousness and say, oh, I told you so. Told you so. None of us would like that to happen to us if we were accountable to ourselves in the way that we would fess up if we messed up, where we would wear the egg on our face. If folks come to us and they wear the egg on their face, let's give them the grace. It doesn't mean that you become a doormat to that person. I'll give you, for instance, recently I had a person reach out to me. I hadn't been in contact with them for quite some time because I just separated myself from them and their behavior. I knew that they were bad news. I knew what they were messed up with was bad news, and I just completely isolated myself from it. This person reached out to me and said, hey, listen, I was wrong. I'm sorry. You were right. I was wrong. I'm sorry. In that moment, I gave that person grace, and I said, thank you. In that moment, I gave myself grace by saying, thank you, but don't ever contact me again. Don't ever contact me again. The person had placed themselves in a position where I knew I would never be able to trust them again, and they didn't mean enough to me to work on trust. To trust them. It wasn't worth it. So thank you. Hope all is well. Hope you and your family are well. Peace be with you and yours. Don't ever reach out to me again. Thank you. Respect my boundaries, right? So in that moment, I wasn't righteous in a very I told you so way. I just said thank you. Please move along. Always try to be the person that can wear the egg on your face. And if folks come to you wearing an egg on their face, give them grace. But don't be a doormat.